Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, please do drop me a subscription. We're getting like 20 odd subs yesterday. And if you haven't yet done it, come over to Twitch. We do all these streams live. Everything that I'm going to be talking to you about now is everything we've just been doing on stream and working out. But yeah, so come over to Twitch. Links down below. Come have fun. We have a good laugh over there. Got loads of subs over there, loads of followers. It's brilliant fun. So get over there. If this video has helped you, please do sub. We are growing every day. I would massively appreciate it. Again, if we hit 1,000 by Christmas, we're doing a £25 gift card giveaway. If we hit 2,000 by Christmas, which we have the potential to do, then we'll do 50. But yeah, so basically, I want to talk to you about the investment. So I told you essentially in the last video what would happen on Black Friday and how to invest, and I was right in terms of what I said and what actually happened. And this is how to invest again now, going for Cyber Monday, on the basis that EA do the same things. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the pre-investing that you can do for it. Now, I pre-invested and got loads of like discard price top 5 league players, right? For 2 reasons. Number one, it meant that if I did the SBCs, the flash SBCs that came out, I was doing them for really cheap, like next to no cost. All I was having to do was buy some silvers and bronzes that were 200 coins a pop, so that was perfectly fine for me. It was easy. So I did that. But it also meant that I was paying 350, 400 coins for these players, and consistently with each of the flash SBCs, listing maybe 10 or 11 of them up for maybe 700, 800 coins, and sort of doubling my money on them. So it's not masses of money, but if in each hour that you're trading, you can top it up by 5, 10k, plus the other methods that I'm going to tell you about now, in terms of what you can do on Super Sunday. Is that what they're calling it, Super Sunday? I'm sure it's Super Sunday. But yeah, Super Sunday. You can just top it up, and then that your 20k for that hour goes to 30k or 40k, and it's a good way of doing it. Just make sure you're buying them at discard. Like, it's so easy to snipe them at discard price. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of time, a lot of effort. And just do that, and then the extra stick them in a trade pile. As you can see at the moment, I've got 56 items on my trade pile. I'm going to go liquid soon and just like work on what I've got. I think I've got about 1.5 to 1.6 million coins worth of profit. And I just want to show you transfer profit now as well. Admittedly, I've packed VVD as part of this, but that was from being smart when I opened up packs and did it that way. That's how it goes. That's what the series is. But at 1.783 now million for 2 and a bit weeks of trading, which isn't trading all day either. It's only a couple of hours a day. So I'm pretty pleased with that. The aim is to sort of be by maybe at 3-4 million by the new year. I'd be really happy with that. But yeah, so the lightning round. Number one, EA were making like £4 million a lightning round. It's utterly ridiculous when you think about it, innit? The lightning round at the moment, let's see if they've still got the packs there. Look at it. There's 200,000 ultimate packs in there. If they all sell, it's about 5 million, maybe £5 million from one lightning round, and yet you still can't give us decent bloody servers. But yeah, so those lightning rounds, I fully expected players to be really available and to be put onto the market really easily. But actually, what I found was you were having to snipe for them. So Verratti for the first lightning round, I think people maybe panic sold a little bit just to get their coins built up. But Verratti's at like 17k here, 16k, and I'm actually going to go and buy those if they're available. And not gone. That one's gone. I mean, that was my own fault for missing them. Because at the end of every lightning round, Verratti's bouncing back to 20k comfortably. Like really easily. So it might be worth me sniping them after the stream, actually. After this video, sorry. But on stream, what was happening is, every lightning round was happening, and all these players were dropping off in price during the lightning round. By about 4 or 5k we were seeing. So the first lightning round, the 50k lightning round, I picked up some Verrattis for 13k, sold them for nearly 20k. Second lightning round, I picked them up for about 15k, 16k, sold them for 20k, and that one there I picked up for 17k. So they were dropping off, but they were bouncing back straight after the lightning round. So the reason why I think Verratti was bouncing back so quickly was because the Balotelli SBC has gone live. If you haven't seen it yet, I can show you it now. But it requires an Italian player in an 84 rated squad, I think. So people probably just gone, sorry, I'll just stick a Verratti in there and that'll be fine. I don't think Balotelli is very good personally. In my opinion, he's let down by his dribbling. It doesn't look like what it is. But yeah, so the Italy player in an 84 rated squad. So people are probably sorting out Verratti. So that's what I went for. But I'll tell you now, go for Verratti and go for like Acerbi and Romagnoli. They're the ones I've traded with. You can pick Acerbi and Romagnoli up for like 1, 2k and sell them for 3.5 each time. Okay, there's your sniping filter for the video. I'll give you one every time. That's one there. There's 3 of them, in fact. It's not difficult. But players like that, Italians essentially, is what I'm getting at. But I think it's agility and balance that's down Balotelli. I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, so what was happening is every single lightning round happens. The lightning round sort of either the packs run out or the interest dies in it, and the players come back up again. And everyone knows that usually happens there, but I didn't expect it to happen so quickly after the pack sold out. Like, it was straight after pack sold out. I mean, if I was sitting there wanting to bang him out now, I could bang out all three of those. He climbed. And it was so bizarre. I've never ever seen that before. We're legitimately, I was just sitting while we're doing that, see if I can grab one. But they're bouncing back straight away. So SBC fodder is legitimately the way forward. I think that's the best way to trade in terms of cyber. So if Super Sunday, you get loads of packs. I keep missing the snipe. I've got a new controller, and it's just not like my old one. My old one just felt better. I think SBC fodder is the way to go, and I know a lot of people say that's obvious. It isn't always obvious. It's really not. Sometimes certain players drop off by 10, 20k, and you think, oh, I'll do that. For me, this has been the best way to do it, and I haven't had to do this. The first time I really had to sit there and go, right, let me spam out a filter like that. I might even buy that one. No, it's gone. But that's what I've liked. Now, the ones I've liked with those guys, La Liga was very strong for me. Secrets, a guy who comes into my chat, said to me, I'll try Benzema, and I was like, oh, okay, well, no harm in trying him. And he's at like 25, 500, maybe even more than that, 27 now. You can pick him up for 15 to 20k. Like, legitimately, I was picking him up like constantly for 15 to 20k on stream. So I definitely look to think about trading with him. The one thing that concerns me about this method here is that the market doesn't bounce back like it should do. But for the last three of them, the last three lightning rounds in a row, it has done. It also will come down to a degree to how EA run these pack rounds now. There you go, 20k. I won't get him, but 20k you can get him. This is what I'm saying. But, so there's this way of doing it, but also now remember, there's also bidding now as well. People like think, oh, you got to do the sniping, but look, there are open bid Benzemas all over here now, right? We'll get this guy and we'll just try and scare him, put 21 on there. I hope it doesn't register it, put 20 on there. He's probably gone for more than that, won't he? But you now got the opportunity to go and buy them on open bid. So I'm going to like watch all of these guys here and just see. So I know for a fact that they're all selling for, so he's gone here, for 27k, right? I know that's what they're selling for. So, bid not complete, 25, so we'll leave him there. That one can go. So if I can get some of them cheaper than that, then you can bid on them. So remember, you've always got the sniping start, and that's what you do initially. And then once it dies down, start bidding. And if people, the one thing I will say, people aren't panic selling this year. Like, there's no, I just haven't felt throughout the whole of this promo, the build up to it, all of that there's been any real panic sell. Everyone's been pretty measured. I think that's because there's quite a lot of traders telling people what to do. I don't think that there's really that much of a stress that like that normally is, if that makes sense. So that's the SBC fodder, and that's how you can trade with the SBC fodder on Super Sunday, okay? Now, that guy can go, we don't need to worry about him. Why would you even bother? You could just got one relatively easily by saving your time there to go 26k. One thing that I have noticed, and if I wanted to bother to do it, I would. But at the moment, I'm trying to stay fluid in my trade pile so I can show you what I've got in terms of coins, so you can see that the methods are working. Because at the moment, I've just got loads of cards everywhere. I've got like 400 cards in the club I need to sort out. But this, we all know I'm a huge fan of the League SBC method, right? So now, at the moment, these cards are up. When EA drop a SBC, a flash SBC, they all crash. Every single one of them has crashed. So I've seen Dortmund centre-backs down at 5k today. They're now up over 7k. The left-backs have been a bit iffy all night. They've been like 3.5k most of the night, I think. I mean, they're up again now. No, not really. 3,600. But the silver players that come into the market crash them really quickly. And then again, they bounce back straight away. They bounce back for about, it takes about half an hour, but they come straight back up again. So if you are like me, and you do what I told you to do 1,000,001 times, and you do League SBC method, go and pack these, go and buy these guys. Go and buy them and leave them in your trade pile overnight if need be. I tell you, the morning's a really good time to sell. I know people say, oh, wait till 12 till 5 is a good time to sell. I like the morning. I always make my 1,000 coins a card in the morning. That's when I do it. But just go and do that. Go and look at the cards now, like, and see where they're at. And on Super Sunday, I keep putting Cyber Monday, it's not Cyber Monday. On Super Sunday, every time a Flash SBC is released, and it's not just on Super Sunday actually, if tomorrow on Saturday, you'll see this at 7:30 Saturday morning, it will go live. If tomorrow they drop Flash SBCs throughout the whole day, look at these prices and say, okay, cool, have they dropped off? Are they below where I was? So earlier on, these were down at 3.2, right? Now the cheapest one on the market is 3.6 at the moment. And that's there, right? Other than that, it's 4k. So if you'd have bought a 3.2, you could list at 4K, and once the 3.6 is gone, yours is the most expensive on the cheapest on the market. So then you're going to make the coins there. You'll have the one that people will buy. And if you can make, I always say it's 600 coins a card. If you mass invest in 50 of these cards, right, from all League SBCs that I've shown you so far, if you mass invest in 50 of them that you know are profitable and they're going to bounce back, that's 50 times, let's say for example, the average is 600 coins. It'll be more than that, but let's say it's 600 coins. That's 30,000 coins for doing absolutely nothing than just buying cards. 30,000 easy coins. And it's really a no-brainer. The strikers earlier on, I saw them plummet as well. Like I picked them up for like 7k. I think I picked them up for, and they're back up again, like 7.8 at the moment. Like that's quite cheap for them. In the morning they'll be back up at 9 again. So I wouldn't bother with the 8.4s, but the 7.6s and whatnot. If you want to buy those 7.8 in the morning, they'll be back up at 9k again. And so I would say the best trading methods at the moment are discard non-rare 350 to 400 coins that are gold. Make sure they're gold, okay? Number one, buy those. It makes the SBC cheaper for you anyway if you haven't got coins players in your club. But then sell them. So literally buy them, and then when your flash SBCs are out now, list them all for 700. And if you get them by 600, if you get them by 500, you still make profit. They're no risk because you buy them at discard value anyway. Then I would look in the lightning rounds to snipe players like 85, 86, 87 rated cards, even 88 rated cards. You can probably get quite cheap right now. What's Cruz at? Early on it was like 33k. Let's have a little look if he's dropped off at all. I think he's down too much. He's down a little bit. 32s. People like Cruz and whatnot could be a really good shout for SBC fodder. People are still going to want to do that base icon upgrade. Because once Black Friday is done and the hype's over, people are still going to need to have something to do. Like that's that Cruz there for 30,000. If I now go list him for the 30... If I wait, he'll go up. We'll list him for 33... I might list him for 30... Yeah, 33,500 or so. I remember something like maybe 1.5k from that. Wow, that's a ridiculous... Someone's just got a bargain there, 25. But you see... This is what I'm saying to you, lads. 25k for that. If you were sat there sniping and picked that up, you'd made yourself something like 5k profit. Like, it's a no-brainer. So, ignore meta cards. They're gone up in price. You don't want to touch them. So SBC fodder, massive. Join every lightning round. Even SBC flash SBC packs and whatnot. You can probably still pick up people quite cheap. And then League SBC players that drop off, hold on to them, resell them on. But lads, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope this is helping you. If it has, please do drop a subscription down below. But yeah, thanks for all the support, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out. See you later.